Welcome back, elevators. It's your girl B with Elevation 44. Today I have another highly requested video, and honestly this video couldn't be any more timely, especially since I just dropped another video, which I will link in this video, about my favorite protection crystals. So the question that I get asked probably the most when I talk to somebody about a crystal is, how do I cleanse them? So what I've come up with today is 5 safe and easy methods to use to cleanse your crystals. Now, this can be used for any crystal in your collection. And the reason why I wanted to make sure that it was safe for all crystals is because a lot of the times there are many ways that you can cleanse a crystal or charge a crystal, but sometimes it doesn't work across the board for all the crystals. So the first method that I want to introduce to you is very simple. And basically what I have here is a crystal bag, and you can use any little pouch that you have handy. And in here, I'm gonna show you, I have a piece of selenite. Now, I've talked about selenite in a previous video. Selenite is a crystal that is self-cleansing, so it never has to be cleansed itself, but it's also a crystal that can be used to cleanse other crystals. So in this pouch, I will add a piece of selenite, and then I will put my crystal in the pouch and pretty much close it up and let it do its magic. So selenite will cleanse it, and it will also recharge it. If you don't have a pouch, you can also buy a selenite slab, and sometimes they come in these big round slabs where you could put many crystals on top of them. But I think this is a very easy and cost-effective way to charge and cleanse your crystals. So this is method number 1. So another method for cleansing crystals is using sea salt. Now, the premise behind using sea salt is that the sea salt will draw out any of the negativity or the energy that the crystal is holding. But a lot of the times, sea salt is not safe to use directly on crystals. Some crystals can be buried directly in the salt itself. Some crystals can be submerged in the water, but that's not a safe method for every crystal. So this method I like to use is taking a container, and what I like to do is fill it up with water, so about halfway. And then I'll add some sea salt in there. Then what I also do is then place a smaller container, and I'm using a shot glass just to place in the bowl. And this creates kind of a little home that our crystal will sit in without being directly submerged or touching the water. And then I will take the crystal and place it right in the center. And this ensures that the sea salt is working to cleanse the crystal without actually making direct contact with it. So this is method number 2 for cleansing your crystal. So a third method for cleansing your crystals safely is using a smoke cleanse. Now, I like to use sage because I find sage to be the most effective in clearing out negative energies. And what I will do is take a sage bundle like this, light it until it creates a smoke. And as it creates the smoke, you basically want to take the crystal and allow the smoke to just wash around it. And this will ensure that it cleanses and clears away any of the negative energy or anything that your crystal has been holding on to. So the fourth method that I want to talk about for cleansing crystals is using moonlight. Now, moonlight, unlike sunlight, is a very gentle light that won't damage your crystals. Like I said before, some crystals are very sensitive to sunlight. So moonlight works across the board for any crystal. This is best done under a full moon because the energy of the full moon is just heightened. So cleansing your crystals during this time is the best time to do it. What I like to do is I like to place mine out on a table on the patio, and I make sure I select an area where I know moonlight will come in and wash over them, but I make sure that I'm putting them in a spot where they are covered so that they won't get wet if it happens to rain or something like that. If you don't have a patio or outdoor space to put your crystals in, you can also line them up in the windowsill. And if you know that window is going to get some direct moonlight, that's another great alternative. So the fifth method I want to talk about is probably the easiest method because it requires no other tools except yourself. Remember, we are powerful beings and we can do anything, any of the tools that I showed you can do. All you need to do is go into meditation or just take a quiet moment with your crystal, hold it between your palms, and set the intention of cleansing it. Take a deep breath in, and then exhale. And as I'm exhaling, I'm picturing that I'm blowing out all of the negative energy out of the crystal and into the ether, right? And on the inhale, my next inhale, I'm picturing the crystal filling up with the good vibrations and the positive energy that it needs to continue to work. So this is something that I like to do myself. You can also think of other visualizations like maybe it being under a running stream of water. You can think about maybe a visual smoke, cleanse. You can think about burying it into the earth. Whatever you want to use as your visualization, whatever floats your boat, that's great, okay? So remember, all you need is intention, and you can too, by yourself with no other tools, cleanse and recharge your crystals. Okay guys, so that is all that I have for you today. I hope you found this information very helpful. And if you did, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the deal. Tell a friend. And we always want to spread the knowledge that we have, right? We're only as good as our brother or our sister to the left or to the right of us. So we always want to make sure we're sharing this information with others. All right. Love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Peace.